everybody, welcome to Blue Goose Garage. I don't DoorDash all the time, but I do occasionally. And I was close to here, so I thought I'd show you this. This is Bird's Bridge. Well, it's after working hours. There's probably nobody out here. All this was flooded. Houses out in this area was washed away and everything. I can't really say I was a friend of his, but I had met him once or twice. Boone McCrary died out here. Don't really want to say much about that, but it was, you know, it was on the news and stuff. This is the first time I've been out here since the flood. I always used to come in from the other way and park down in there, and you could walk under the bridge and go that way, and there's a swimming hole, but all that's gone. But I was out here, so I thought I'd show you this. That's you know, pretty much a year ago. And you can kind of tell this side still looks abandoned. I'm sure I'm not supposed to be sitting here. Alright, so there was that bridge. Pretty much every bridge, like I mentioned, I think every bridge pretty much that crosses the Nolichucky was at least damaged in some sort of way, even if it was just washed out some. But I think this one slid, and there was one on the Chucky Pike that they got back open, half open. I've not been back out through there in a while, but for a while the only way you could get out, say, to 107 was across Chucky Pike, and they only had half of it open, so it had a red light on both ends. The water really got up around here, and I know there's areas that was affected worse than here, but you know, a hurricane's not supposed to hit East Tennessee with hurricane force. You know, by the time it gets up here, it's supposed to be a rain, you know, rain and a little bit of wind, not a flat out hurricane. So, you know, you don't really see it anymore, but you used to see people should have been better prepared. You're not supposed to be prepared for a flat out hurricane in Tennessee or North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, Georgia, Alabama, northern, away from the ocean. You're not supposed to have to prepare that much. That was a lot of rain, and a lot of wind. On the way back, I'm going to stop this for a few minutes, but I'll show you a bridge that was washed out and they've built back a new one. I don't know, I guess I'll show you a little bit of this too. That's tobacco if you've never seen any in your life. I don't know. I could have, you know, the whole time since that hurricane, I could have been riding around showing stuff, but the situation involved in a lot of it is the reason I haven't showed you a lot. A lot of people passed away. A lot of people. A lot of people are still missing it. And I didn't really want to make a video about it to show everything. There's a video a guy took when this fell, and I might find it and post it up with this. But during that hurricane that night, the water was up to this bridge. Now this one's a little bit higher than the original bridge was, but the water was up to the bridge and it washed it out. And this entire bridge was gone.
There went the 107 bridge.
The power of water is pretty incredible. I mean, it'll do things in a short amount of time that you would think would take 100 years. I mean, it's very powerful. People around here for a while were walking the riverbanks, and they would always find photo albums and toys, you know, keepsakes and stuff that got washed down the river. And a lot of it from down here ended up and started out in Irwin, and there's stuff towards Newport, and I mean it scattered things everywhere. Anyway, I guess that's, you know, I didn't really talk about it all that much at the time. That's why I sat for 4 hours in a line last year to get a couple cases of water. We didn't have water. A bunch of the county out towards that way didn't have power. Sends you back to the 1800s real fast.